Hey, welcome to another Valley Forged. Today, I'm talking about the Roly Lasermatic MK2. Holy moly, what a machine. I'm so glad somebody's finally done it. I mean, this is absolutely brilliant. It's a true all-in-one machine. I've been getting a lot of questions lately. Some people have been asking me, they're looking at the WeCreate or looking at the Lasermatic. And I got to give my honest opinion there. It's not even close. It's not even close. Just get the Lasermatic. Now, I'm not saying you won't have a great time with the WeCreate, especially if you're a beginner. You can do lots of little projects and things like that, but it's kind of unproven. We don't know where that software is going. There's just a lot of unknowns at this point. Whereas the Lasermatic, not only do you have this amazing machine with it just built perfectly. This is a true all-in-one machine. You take it out, you set it up, you get going. You've got somebody like Rich, we'll get into it a little bit, Louisiana hobby guy, who is their ambassador, somebody who I really trust. So there's a lot of great things going on here. So we're going to get into all of it. I'm going to give you the positives. I'm going to give you the negatives. But I gotta say, hats off again to Roly. Now, every time that I've done a top list or the best lasers or lasers to buy, I always mention Roly. My problem with them was that they only had a 10 watt. And anybody who watches this channel, I think that 20 watt is kind of the entry level. This is the sweet spot. You can get so much more done on a 20 watt than you can on a 10. Other than that, I really, really loved it. And I said, hey, you want to do engraving? This is probably the best laser on the market. Well, they came out with a 20 watt and a 30 watt. And so now, what do I have to say? I mean, is there a better laser on the market? Probably not. With the few, little things that maybe in your particular case, this might not be the best. And we're going to get into that over here. I think that's important for you to really understand, because almost no matter what, if you buy this machine, you're going to get it and you're going to absolutely love it. But then you might say, well, I got it to do this and it doesn't do that, or I have this situation. So I'm going to try to cover those. If you're looking at the X-Tool S1 or the WeCreate or practically any laser, I really implore you to look at the Roly Lasermatic and do an in-depth, look back and forth and see, maybe this is probably a better deal for you. And we're going to look at some channels that have both, and, they're edging towards the Lasermatic. So when I say all in one, I mean, you got to realize how many things that you actually end up buying once you get a laser. Say you were just to get your regular box laser. Well, you've got to have the honeycomb bed, and you got to make sure that it matches and it fits correctly for the size of laser you have. This one's already done. It's fixed, so it's not going to move around, so that every single time if you put a piece of wood in that spot, that's where the laser is going to go. And that makes such a big difference of not having to figure that out every time. The power switches from 10 watts to 20 or 30, depending on which one you get. And I don't do a lot of engraving, but I like that I have that option, but that I have this amazing power. And the testing that I've watched the power is better than any other laser at equal power. And I'm looking forward to being able to test that myself, but it's channels that I trust, and I'm going to go over that in a little bit as well. That is so important. It comes with this gorgeous case, this gorgeous enclosure, and you can see from all angles what your laser is doing. And I think that's the best kind of case, and that would be very expensive to build. It has a built-in camera that doesn't move. I really like the cameras that you can just extend and put onto your laser, but the problem is those are going to move. So you kind of have to build your own enclosure and attach it for it to be really that useful, or you're going to have to recalibrate it all the time. Well, this one's secured on the lid. So having that camera there, having it done not having to install it, you should think about that if you are somebody who wants to use a camera. And cameras can save you a lot of material, because when you're using a scrap piece, you know exactly where that's going to cut. You know, I make these little round tuits that absolutely everybody loves, and I can make them out of my scraps. And having this camera will make it so much easier to do that. Exhaust, it already has an exhaust, and it's a good one, and it's just going to pull out the smoke. You know, a lot of these little tent enclosures that you get, they come with this tiny little 3-inch fan or something, and it really just doesn't do the job, and it's trying to pull all of the air out of something that's not really sealed. So just having that already done, because I had to buy a separate fan to make mine work correctly. It comes with light burn. Now you're going to have to, buy your seat on that. I don't think it's that expensive. And you want to learn light burn. This is the software for lasers. No matter which laser you get, it's likely going to use light burn. So why not just why not just learn it? It just exponentially grows the amount of things that you can do, the amount of things you can download, the help that you can get from other people. It's a fantastic piece of software, and just learn it. The customer service is second to none. Obviously, I said Rich, Louisiana hobby guy. I'm going to have his link to the Roly in the description. I don't know if it's any sort of affiliate link, but I will have his link. And then I strongly suggest that you go and watch his videos, because again, he is their official ambassador. He is somebody who I have watched for a long time, and I trust his opinion. And again, I was waiting for this to be at least 20 watts for me to go ahead and want this laser, and now I really want it. It has linear rails. Now, this is, as you can see on the picture here, this is what the linear rails are, and it has them on both axes. Now, you're not going to see that. I don't think I've seen it on any other diode laser. And that's just going to make sure that this very heavy module does not shake when it's doing its thing. And that is super important, so that you get the exact same cut every single time in that exact position. Again, it's just such a breath of fresh air to see something completely done correctly. I have no doubt that I could use this, for a year straight, and it would do the same exact thing every single time, with regular maintenance. And now, let's get into the things that I don't like about this. I've hyped it up. I think it's wonderful, but it comes at a cost. I mean, look at this. Now, I'm not a rotary person, and I would really want the 30 watts. It's $300 more than the 20 watts, but hey, this is what I want. It's the 30 watts. Because I do this stuff as a business, and the speed does matter. What it can do does matter. And I don't do rotary, as I said, so $1,400. But hey, take whatever laser that you're looking at and put all of that stuff together that you're going to get, and see if it doesn't compare, especially with all of the things that, the ease of just taking it out of the box and getting it going and having that customer service. But, not everybody has $1,400 they can spend on a laser, and that's totally understandable. It is a big jump to make. So that is one thing it's very important. Now, I would pay attention to Rich, Louisiana hobby guy. Maybe he'll have deals now and again. I'll be asking him to send me any kind of discounts that come along so that I can pass them on to you in my videos. I love lasers, and I absolutely want to point everyone I can towards what I feel is the best thing for them, because I want you to come back. I want you to be happy. I want you to come back to my channel and say, hey, I got this machine and I love it. That's happened so much with the longer. I've been recommending that for such a long time. and it's a fantastic laser. And, I love the feedback that I get from that. Well, as of right now, probably the new king of lasers is the Lasermatic MK2. If you want to go over to the Clack Shack, he got one, and you can see that it's punching way above its weight when it comes to 30 watts. It is equaling the 40-watt machines. So that is something that you should all pay attention to. Now, my other issues, the fan, from what I understand, is always on. Meaning, when you have this thing plugged in and turned on, that fan is on. Now, many of the newer machines, the fan turns off when you're not using it. I really, really like that. I think anybody who's watched this channel knows that. The longer it stays on as well. And I would like both of these companies to fix that. Because there's no reason for it. It may stay on a little bit longer to cool it off or whatever, but at certain temperatures should just shut off. For a lot of you out there, that's not going to matter. It's just something that, I care about. The other main thing is the size. You cannot change this size. Now, say you want to go get an IKEA or a Acer or a Atom Stack or you're going to be able to get extensions for those to be able to do larger projects. Now, 99% of what you're going to do likely is going to fit on this bed. It's your kind of your standard 400 by 400 style, and they make them that way for a reason. That does most of what everybody can do. Like, here is a Lord's Prayer cross, and this is made on a 400 by 400 machine. And you can see it makes a pretty big cross, and that's good. But imagine you want to make it just a little bit bigger. You can't do that. So you got to think about, okay, what it is that I'm going to make, and does it need to be bigger than this? And if it does, can I afford whatever that cost is to make it bigger than this? So I know Clack Shack, he makes stove tops, and this is a big part of his business. Stove covers, big part of his business. Can't do it on this, you see, and there's no way that you're going to be able to expand this to be able to make it do that. So I just really wanted to be upfront about that. Those are the things that I think you have to look at. If you can afford the money. You can be okay with the fan being on while the machine is working. I mean, because you can turn it off. You can turn the whole machine off and everything will turn off. And, this is about the size that you want to do. A lot of people don't want a bigger thing in their house. If you get a laser with extensions, it's going to take up a lot of space. And what are you going to do with that when you're not using it? You have this huge thing where 99% of the time you're not going to use it. This bigger area. I know that from experience. So, given all those things, I got to say, knowing those things, this is the best laser on the market right now. If that, what I said fits for you. And so those questions that I'm getting, should I buy this one or buy that one? Pretty much buy this one. And that's coming unbiased. I don't have one. I mean, hey, I'd like to get one. I'm working on it. But this just comes from watching people I trust, looking, at the Facebook posts and different posts from around and the feedback that I'm seeing. This is a great company making a great laser. So that's all I have to say for this episode. Thanks, everybody. I love you all.